YouTube, Shane here. Hey, I just wanted to do a little show and tell on a new tent that the wife and I picked up. This is a bell tent from KingCamp, and it's a Con 500. It's a 16-foot diameter and 9-foot tall bell tent that's advertised as 4-season. Previously we had a wall tent. We had a 12 by 14 wall tent with an internal frame, and it was getting to be a little bit of too much of a wrestling match, setting it up every time. And so I wanted something simpler, and we found this bell tent design, and it looked pretty promising. It mainly just has one pole up the center, and then there's an A-frame pole in the doorway. That's it. And then you've got some perimeter stakes around the floor perimeter, and you've got your guy line stakes. You've got about 11 guy line stakes around the perimeter. So the setup is pretty easy. I'm not going to go ahead and show the setup in the video, but you spread it out the way you want it. You stake in the floor, and then you put up your center pole, and then you stake out your guy ropes, and then you just tension your ropes, and boom, that's it, you're done. There's a lot of bell tents out there on the market, and we decided on this one because it's rated as a 4-season tent. It's actually a cotton polyester fabric mix, and it's advertised as waterproof. It's about I think it's about an 11-ounce fabric, and so we kind of like that. And one, I just like the color of it. It's not too light, not too dark. It's just a nice earth tone, and it has some features that are pretty nice. It has, besides the main door, you've got 3 windows around the perimeter on the side walls, which the side walls are about 2.5 feet high, so you can position a cot in there pretty close to the sidewall, and it'll work out pretty good, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. But you've got your windows that are all screened. You can actually roll up the sidewall and have the full sidewall in mesh if you want to go that route. Let's say in the summertime if it's hot. Right now it's cool here, as you can see. I got the wood stove in there, got a fire going. But let me just kind of walk you around and show you the tent a little bit. I'm going to hand hold the camera a little bit, and hopefully I won't look like a drunken sailor moving around too much. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. This tent actually has 2 stove jacks. There's the one there on the side down not far up from the sidewall. Then there's another one up at the peak, which it's just kind of blowing the wind right now. I need to figure out the right way to kind of roll it up and put a clamp on it or something to kind of stow that, so that the rain doesn't come in or snow or whatever. But I think the idea is in mild weather, you can easily use that sidewall. If you're in serious winter time, you might use that peak stove jack to have more pipe inside and get more heat transfer inside. But this tent comes with really nice guy lines. They're very heavy duty nylon rope. They got these tensioners on here. They're very nice. Let me walk you around here. This is it right here, the KingCamp Con 500. I notice on the outside it has 3 reflectors in kind of a pyramid shape, so I guess if you're walking around in the dark with a flashlight, you'll be able to see where your tent is. That's kind of nice. The stakes I'm using, it came with some really nice heavy-duty like rebar stakes, but I happen to have some even heavier stakes. There's some 18-inch by 1/2-inch thick military grade stakes that I picked up online from a Selena tent, and they sell all kinds of serious stakes and anchors and whatnot. This is one of your floor perimeter stakeouts. As you can see, it's got about I think 11 of them all the way around, and you can see there's actually a little zippered access right there. Little extra place if you want to run in a power line, or maybe you want to run in a propane line, something like that. It's got 2 of them, so that's kind of cool. Let's see, here's your front door. Front door is about 5.5 feet at the peak. So I'm 6'3", and I have to dip a little bit to go in, but it's no big deal. As you can see, the floor is kind of a bathtub floor. It comes up about 4 inches, so that's going to help keep any rain or anything like that from coming in on your floor. The doors, you've got two door halves. you got your canvas door, and you got also a screen door. And then as you go around the inside perimeter, you can see you've got screen on the side wall. You can unzip that canvas sidewall and roll it up and have screen all the way around if you're in a hot environment. Alright, this is our cylinder stove that we used to use in our wall tent, and we sold the wall tent but we kept the stove. There's a 5-inch flue. You can see it's going out that lower port there. We've got a damper there in the pipe, and there's a damper control on the door as well. Give it a little more air. It's getting kind of quiet in there. Let's see what we got in there. There we go. Got a little fire going. As you can see, there's a lot of room in here. There's about 200 square feet of floor space. This is our first setup. We just set it up here in the backyard, and our intent was we wanted to have room for 2 cots, 2 chairs, a table, a wood stove, a wood pile, and other miscellaneous stuff. So this is going to work out perfect for us. It's got lots of room, and there's so much up here at the peak. You know, you've got a 9-foot peak up there. There's screens up there at the top. You can open and close the ventilation at the top also. That's kind of cool. I'm 6'3" and I got lots of walking around room in here. It's unbelievable. So that's to look at the KingCamp Con 500 bell tent, the 4-season model. If you are interested in a bell tent, it might be one for you to consider. I'm not doing any kind of promotion for the company. This is just something that we picked up, and I just wanted to share a little bit with you, do a little show and tell. Alrighty, that's all I got for you today. Hope you found it interesting or entertaining, and I'll see you on the next vid.